Hey guys, Rob here. Today, as you can see, as usual, we have a big old storm coming. So I got to check the weather radar to see if we're going to get caught in that or not. But you guys see we got the TST e-bike, the R002. And the plan is to head way down here, down this road. And from what I saw on Google Earth is that there's a big like opening to where we can fish two giant bodies of water. Never been down there before. I've always wanted to go down there. Hopefully, if we can catch anything, I want to do a catch and cook out of the back of the car. You guys know I have a camp kitchen set up back there. I want to actually use it this time. So yeah, fingers crossed. I'll see you guys on the road. All right. Here we go, guys. Let's go. Another section here. It didn't look this big on Google Earth, but you guys know how that is. Those pictures are not always updated. Here, look at this thing, man. Look at all this water here. All fishable water. Grass is nice and cut, so maintained. There's got to be some fish out here. All right, let's get back on the road. All right, looks like we found the spot I wanted to fish. And the grass is nice and cut. Oh yeah, this looks good. So it's like a dam. There's got to be some fish. I'm hoping. And no, guys, I'm not gonna walk out on that. I already seen a bunch of gators. This is the water you don't want to be in at all. There was one right over there too, but he took off when I got over here. All right, what are we gonna throw first? Man, I hear thunder. Gotta put a new bait on this thing. I think I'm gonna throw this one first. All right, guys, just gonna check drag real quick. Drag seems to be all right. I'll tighten a little bit more. But yeah, walk down to these rocks here, get our first cast in. There we go. All right, I lied. I'm gonna walk on this thing. Definitely lied, guys. So hopefully don't. All right, where do I want to cast at? Let's try this side. Man, this thing feels really sketchy standing on it. I mean, I'm not like too far out because I don't want to slip and fall in that water for whatever reason. But still sketchy. Florida water, especially fresh water, is sketchy water. I'm not really that worried about salt water, but when it comes to fresh water, black water that you can't see through, it's a little eerie. give this a few more casts here. If I don't get anything, we're gonna move on because we don't have a lot of time to waste because we have that storm behind us. And you know, guys, I always say, even if we don't catch anything, it's always nice to get out. This beats going to work. This beats having to do tasks. It's beautiful to get out, you know? So much to see out here, no matter where you are. Nature is very like soothing. All right, guys, I think it's time to move on. No luck here, you know, no luck, and we don't really have the time to waste, honestly. I'd rather explore this area. Even if we don't catch anything to cook, I'd rather at least explore the area, know what's here, and then next time we can actually like come out here and hone in on the fish. But you know, looking at it from Google Earth is always kind of difficult. Yeah, I'm hearing the thunder. All right, let's get on this bike. Best bet is probably going to be where there was more movement on the water, but I figure I'll just try here real quick. You never know sometimes. And this is where we're kind of turning around at. If we do catch a fish out of here, I'm assuming it's going to be very dark colored. There's a lot of tannins in these waters. All right, I'm gonna take one more cast and then we're moving. Oh, again, something else bit it. Something messing with it. might put a smaller bait on this one. Yeah, something bit the tail off. Oh my God, we gotta go. Oh, Lord, please watch over me. Wow, that was scary for a second. So let me explain what happened over there. Standing over there fishing and I'm hearing this buzzing sound, like, think of it like a drone or bees. So I'm hearing this, it's getting louder and louder, and I'm like looking around like, what is this? You know? Before I knew it, all I see is a whole swarm of bees or something, and they were right on top of me, and I just ran to the e-bike and just booked it out of there. That was scary. That was real scary. I don't know what that was about, but they were moving, they were migrating or something, you know, so really weird. Maybe it's a sign I need to get going, because look at the weather out there. I don't know. We'll see. All right, I tried to go back, and as soon as I went around that corner there were just droves of those bees. I don't know what's going on, but I'm not going back. Hope you guys can hear that thunder. All right guys, so far no luck. We had those 2 nibbles down at the end before we got ran out by those bees, but I want to show you guys, look at the horizon there. Look how the rain looks when it's coming down. I think that's so cool. So I've fished this spot before, and it's a lot smaller because all this is like floating vegetation here, but so it's a lot smaller right now than what it was last time. But there's some bowfin in here, and maybe we can catch a bowfin. Let's see what happens. That was definitely a fish. I don't know if there's any bass in here, but I know for sure there's bowfin. Yeah, that was a bowfin, because look, bit my bait right in half. That's what they do. They got really, really nasty teeth on them. Get another bait on here. That looks like a bass. No, that's a bowfin. See this, guys? They fight, man. They fight. Oh. Oh. They got crazy teeth on them. I don't know, man. Maybe we should do a catch and cook on it, I'm thinking. Never had this before, so. All right, guys, so we just caught that fish, and I've heard mixed results or mixed thoughts on how they taste. We're gonna give it a shot. There's a bunch of them out here. No size limit on them or anything like that, so they're not regulated. But it's a pretty big one too. So let me show you guys here. If I had to guess size-wise, I'm gonna say he's probably pushing like 22 inches or so. But I'm gonna dispatch him and then go from there. All right, guys, hopefully y'all can see what's going on here. I got the camera attached to my chest here, and just filleting this fish here. Kind of started without you guys, so sorry about that. But I've never filleted this fish before, so this is interesting. I tell you one thing though, there's a lot of meat on it. One thing I will say is that the scales has really really big scales, and the skin is really tough. I keep this knife extra sharp, and it's kind of struggling a little bit just to kind of get in. All right, guys, we got that bowfin all cleaned up, and please excuse the road noise. We're right next to an interstate, so there's nothing I can do about that. But I did want to do this catch and cook here where we caught the fish. But yeah, I ran into a really nice guy named Brian, and we were chit-chatting for a bit, and you know, just talking fishing and stuff. He had an e-bike as well, so that was pretty cool. But yeah, he lent me a hand, you know, while I was cleaning this, which was nice because I was able to like clean my hands, clean the fish, and you know, really nice company. So Brian, if you're watching this, man, I appreciate it. All right, so we got that fish cleaned up, and there was actually a lot of meat on that fish. And from what I heard before, now I wasn't necessarily targeting bowfin today. I was actually hoping for like a bass or bluegill, but I was curious about bowfin for a while, and I always heard that it tastes gross or whatever. So we're gonna try it out. We're gonna fry it up, see what it really tastes like. I don't want to waste any more time because I did hear that you kind of need to prepare it quickly. So I'm gonna get my stove out and stuff, and then we're gonna fry it. I think this is going to be the first time us actually using the camp kitchen on camera, so this is going to be pretty cool. Let's see here, I got my pots, pan, stove, everything like that's in this one. Got a little cutting board. Got my splash guard. And just need to pull out the stove. All right, guys, got everything set up here and ready to go. Got our flour seasoning mix that we're going to use. My pan. All this stuff stays in the car. This is the camp kitchen, you know. All right, so like I said, guys, I was not planning on catching this fish, but we're gonna wing it. I didn't look up any recipes, how to cook it, nothing. I'm just gonna use my best judgment on how to cook it and go from there. So what I want to do is I want to dry this fish off. So I rinsed it off pretty well. And what I will say about the meat, and I'll show you guys, is that it feels kind of soft textured, like the fillet, but it almost looks like it's kind of fibrous in a way. I'll show you guys here in a second. But I'm only going to cook a quarter of what we made, and then I'll save the rest. Apparently It's not good to keep this stuff in water because it changes the texture a lot. But I'm gonna cook it like we're doing out here, and then if it's good, I'll cook it at home and see if that changes anything. If the fish is sitting for too long, if that changes the flavor or the texture. So we're gonna really see what's going on. So I'll show you guys here how you can see that the meat looks like salmon. It's got this like pink color to it, and you guys can see like the flakiness of it, like how I said it looks kind of like textured in a way. So we're going to dry this, and then we're going to put it in flour. Now this is a flour seasoning mix, so it is going to have flavor to it. So it already seems like kind of like it wants to fall apart. So we're going to go ahead and cook it up and see if it's any good. All right, so all I'm gonna do right now is I'm just gonna cube it up into like little nuggets. I didn't feel any like lateral bones or anything. I'm gonna cut this way though. Trim this piece off of here. So the meat does feel kind of spongy in a way. Like now that I'm cubing it up. Stove is lit. A little bit of oil in this pan here. All right, I think the oil is hot enough, so we're gonna go ahead and drop a piece in. Flour smells great. Yep. Go ahead and give these another flip. I want them to be nice and crispy. Oh, yep, they're getting there. Gonna leave it on this, right? Flip them one more time like this here. And then probably do maybe another minute and then take them out of the oil. Let them drain. Just want to say, guys, this is totally freaking awesome, man. I mean, we got the camp kitchen right there. We got the e-bike. We got the water back there. We just went exploring. We caught that huge bowfin, you know, and we're able to make it happen. So the fish is almost done and it's smelling really good. Really cool experience. Look at this. We're right here on the side of the highway. And here we are at the camp kitchen. Nice and crispy. Ooh, it's hot. Caliente. Let me show you guys what these are looking like. Hit it with a little bit of garnish. Let's bring this camera down so y'all can see better. All right. We got the fish done. Roadside bowfin nuggets, nice and crispy. Let you guys hear this. Yeah, how nice and crispy that is. So let's break it open, see what it looks like. So the meat it's got like really small layers, very flaky. Meat is not pure white, but let's see what it tastes like. It's got kind of like a texture like tuna fish, like canned tuna fish. You know, it's kind of like firm, but it's also like, I want to use this word very lightly, but mushy. It doesn't taste like mushy, but it's soft like tuna fish is. Canned tuna fish. It's good. Let's see how it tastes with a little bit of hot sauce. Where I put that hot sauce at? Here we go. Got a little mini Louisiana hot sauce that I found at Walmart. This was only $1. I should have grabbed a couple of them. Next time I go back, I'll grab more, because it's perfect for stuff like this. Let's put a little bit of hot sauce on there. Now we're talking. Get a smaller one. There we go. So I still have some left, but I want to talk about the fish before I demolish the rest of this here. It's actually not bad. Yes, there's definitely better fish out there. I think it's more of like that texture thing that most people probably don't like. But if you like tuna fish, like canned tuna fish, it's that same kind of soft texture like that. But nonetheless, this is definitely an edible fish, for sure. For sure. I'm gonna fry up the rest of that fish when I get home and let everybody else try it, see what they think. You know what's cool is, like, we did this right on the side of the road. Doesn't get any better than that. Oop, a lot of hot sauce there. this Louisiana hot sauce. It's called Hotter. It's definitely hotter than the regular one because I can feel the tip of my tongue burning, and I eat a lot of hot stuff. This is awesome. All right, guys, finished all that food, nice and full now, and finished it off with some ice cold lemonade. So perfect for a nice summer day like today. I just want to say that fish, it wasn't bad at all. As far as like keeping them, I wouldn't like necessarily target them to keep. I would target them more to fish because they're really strong fighting fish. And if I was in the mood to do a catch and cook, I would definitely keep one again. I don't see anything wrong with it. As long as you're okay with that texture, I think that's like really the only thing about it. Other than that, it held flavor well. Was able to get it nice and crispy, and it was perfect with that hot sauce. I don't know how the rest of the fish is gonna taste when I get home because it's been sitting, and they say like the longer it sits, the nastier the texture gets. So I guess we'll play it by ear. Either way, I'll give you guys my thoughts on that later on. But yeah, it's been a really good time out here. It's truly a blessing to be able to come out here and do this. And we're gonna end the video here, guys. So if you guys like the video, do me a favor, hit that thumbs up, subscribe if you're new as always, share the video with somebody, help get the content out there. That way we could keep reaching people, you know, we can just spread everywhere. And till next time, guys, hope to see you on the trail. Peace.